Hi, I am Brainy. You can call me Brain or you can call me Brainy. I would like to explain to you briefly and very quickly what mind symbiotic systems is all about in relationship with life wellness. As you can see here, I have a brain and my brain is connected to different parts of myself, my senses, my eyes, my mouth, my ears, my hands, my feet, everything. But it's not only about the usual senses that we know. My brain is connected to different part of my senses, the external internal senses. Whatever happening in my human body, my biological body, it is connected to the brain. My brain functions with the senses, and the senses functions because of the brain. So again, I function as a human being because I have a brain system, I have a sensory system, but very importantly also, I have the memory system. So this is a very genetic, it's a natural aspect of us being a person, being a human being. That we have a brain, we have senses, we have a memory. Now, how does the brain function? Function, brain function because we are being stimulated. We are stimulated by a lot of things, experiences, what I see outside, the environment that I have, by dealing with other people. So my brain is stimulated, but at the same time also the brain also processes information. When I process information also the same thing. Processing involves stimulation, um, processing at the same time programming also. So whatever comes into my mind, into my senses, comes to the processing aspect. I begin to connect, I begin to construct ideas, concepts within my mind, and eventually everything that is being processed they become part of the program of my memory. So when we look at the brain system, it involves stimulation, processing, and programming. And we stimulate, program, and process by being able to connect and being able to construct. The same manner also when we talk about memory always work for us even we are asleep. Even when we are sleeping, we dream, and they are all very much connected to what happened in our mind. And again, our memory is works within stimulation, programming, and processing. And the same way also, our sensory system is work operates within the stimulation, processing, and programming. We always have to remember when we talk about the stimulation, processing, and programming, the brain, the memory, and the sensory system works with. When my when I am being stimulated or I stimulate, processing is also happening. And when I am processing, stimulation is also happening. And when I'm even being doing the stimulation, programming also occurs. And vice versa, when we talk about processing, programming, it's the same thing. When I am processing, stimulation continues, programming also continues. And when there's something programmed, stimulation also continues and processing also continues. We continue to connect, we continue to construct ideas, experiences, concepts, whatever we want to think about. It operates in these different systems, right? I know it's quite complicated, but when you get used to it, when you begin to become more aware of how our mind works, then you'll be able to see lots of potentials, lots of capacity that we have in terms of making use of the mind systems. But That's not at all. I mean, it's not only about the mind. I mean, what's the mind for? We don't have a clear purpose. We become more deeply aware of the mind for some basic reason, for one basic reason, and that's our wellness. And we shape our mind because we want to be well. And what it does mean to be well? To be well is simply to nurture my life, protect my life, and preserve my life. So in short, my mind is for wellness. I make use of my mind for my life wellness. And life wellness includes the emotional, the physical, the cognitive, the communication, the physical, right? So we think, we conceptualize, we connect, we construct for one basic reason, for wellness. And take note that we are not only thinking about our own wellness, we are also thinking about others' wellness, the wellness of the environment, the wellness of humanity, the wellness of ecological systems. So, so my dear listener, our mind is magnificent. Our mind is so unique, and our mind is so much that can be explored. It can explore so much about the brain, our mind. But the question is, what for? And the answer is, we use our mind for wellness. Take note of that.